Hi guys, welcome to my channel and with another video. So unlike past videos, today I'm going to do a book haul which I did for the month of July. So it's not much of a set of books. Normally when I'm doing a book haul I would take closer to 10 to 15 books. But this time with the cost of books and at the same time delivery problems in here, I did only a couple of books with me. So yeah, let's look at that. Okay, the first book which I got this month is The State of Terror, which is written by Hillary Clinton and Louis Penny. I think just by listening to the name of the author, you may get an idea what this book is about. It's a political thriller. It was supposed to be a political thriller. It's written by two authors. One is Louis Penn, which is obviously a fiction writer. But again, the star author is actually Hillary Clinton, which you may already know, one of the presidential candidates in the US, and so much of experience behind her on as a secretary for the state in the US as well. So ultimately this book is about a new president being elected, and the main character is the state of secretary of the state, obviously. I think representing Hillary. So it's about a scenario. It's a fiction story. It's not a non-fiction. So it's about a scenario where a couple of doomsday kind of a scenario is there for the US, and how he or she handles it and things like that. So it's I would love to read more political thrillers, but this is the first book which I owned as of now as a political thriller. So let's see how it goes. Okay, the second one is called Binding by Richard Collins. So you may have heard Richard Collins as a teen fiction writer. This is her first really adult fiction series, first one. So it's about it's actually kind of a interesting story. So it's about a set of people called binders who actually bind books, but unlike a normal book, what they do is they bind the memories of a person into a book. A new person, apprentice, is going to come in to learn about the binding, and there's a whole story around that. So it's a bit of a different story I would like to read. So let's see how it goes. So it has something like closer to 400 pages. So I'm interested to read this. Let's see. The third one, which is actually a Stephen King. I think you may already know about this book. The book is called Stephen King's Stand. So Stephen King's, this is a different version. Stephen King's Stand has been initially published in, I would say, long time ago. More than one or two, closer to 20 years. Most probably around 1980s. But this specific book, I have not read the original, the Stand version. This specific book is a expansion of the original book. So it's not the original book itself. It is, but Stephen King has specifically added a introductory chapter for this, saying there's no new characters, there's no new plots available, but it's still a expansion of the project, expansion of the original book. So it's a 1,000+ pages book, closer to 1,200. So it's a huge book, and I would love to read it. So the story is all about a post-apocalyptic society where the majority of the, not half actually, 99% of the human race has been wiped out due to a virus outbreak, and the story is about that. So again, as it's a Stephen King book, obviously it's going to be good. So I'm thrilled to read this, but it's going to be a couple of, at least 1 or 2 weeks to read this full with my existing book. And finally, I have the third book of the series of Wheel of Time, the Dragon Reborn. You may already know I have started the marathon for Wheel of Time series, and I have already done 2 books, and I have already done 2 reviews. I'll put a link in here as well. You can go there and check it out. But this is the third iteration, third book. I mean, in this whole series there are 14 books available. This is the third one. The first 2 books has been amazing. I really like it, and I'm looking forward to the third book as well. And it's the same size as the original book, closer to 400 and 500. 700 pages, and let's see how it goes. Anyway guys, thank you very much for being with me today, and this is a small video about the recent book haul. So moving forward, I'll be reviewing each and every book which I have showed you. So see you later. Thanks.